Right now, Denver police is investigating a crash involving a driver and someone on an electric scooter. Here's what we know this morning. DPD posted on social media around 8:30 last night. They say the crash happened at the intersection of Colfax and North Clarkson Street, right next to the Fillmore Auditorium. The driver did stay on scene. One person was taken to the hospital. We know that person was seriously hurt. We're making calls to see how they're doing this morning. Once we get an update, we'll pass along the information.
Right now, Denver police is looking into a shooting that sent 3 people to the hospital. It happened in LoDo around 9 o'clock last night.
9 News reporter Lauren Scafidi is live close to 19th and Market, where police say that shooting happened. Lauren, so we have a new update this morning?
No new updates. I did call DPD earlier. They didn't have anything new to tell me, but we do know that the shooting happened outside here. It wasn't inside a business. Like you said, those 3 people were shot and they were taken to the hospital according to DPD. They say none of their injuries were critical, but again, I did reach out to DPD. I asked how they're doing this morning. No updates yet, but if we hear anything, I'll keep you posted on air and on 9news.com. Police are working on suspect information right now. They're also trying to figure out what led up to this shooting. DPD says there was no shelter in place or anything when the shooting happened, but if you have any information, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers at the number on your screen. Coming up in the next hour here on KTVD and streaming on 9 News Plus, I'll break down some of the last couple of years, the violence in this area that's happened just on this block before. Live in Denver, Lauren Scafidi, 9 News.
Lauren, thank you so much. Today marks the National Day of Awareness for Missing and Murdered Indigenous Relatives. Advocates say the issue of violence against people in this community has risen to crisis levels. This weekend, advocates gathered in Colorado Springs, holding signs with different missing people or unsolved homicide cases. This includes Marcy Fairchild. When she went missing in May of last year, the MMIR task force helped by putting out flyers and raising awareness. Weeks after they issued an alert that she was missing, her remains were found near Cherry Creek. Her daughter joined the group in the Springs to help call attention to those cases that remain unsolved.
Some of these cases, some people have been missing and never been found at all. So I take solace in the fact that I am a lucky one that I have my mom back. But now I need to also just be that voice and be that standing power for those that aren't as fortunate as me.
The circumstances surrounding Marcy Fairchild's death remain unclear. Alonzia continues to push for justice, fighting for answers about what happened to her mom.
In about 6 hours, the daughter of a former Lakeside police chief who pleaded guilty to embezzlement and official misconduct is set to learn her fate. Former town clerk Brenda Hamilton is accused of buying police cars from the city way below market value and then selling them for a profit and pocketing all the money. Prosecutors say her dad, former police chief Robert Gordonier, approved all of those purchases. Gordonier took a plea deal back in January. He's serving 4 years probation and has to pay the town $26,000. Hamilton took her plea deal in March. Her sentencing is set to start at 1:15 this afternoon in Jefferson County.
Today, jury selection is set to start hours from now in the Sean Diddy Combs sex trafficking trial. Last week, Combs rejected a plea deal from federal prosecutors. The former hip-hop mogul has pleaded not guilty to charges of sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution. If convicted on all counts, he could get life in prison. He faces dozens of related civil suits and is denying all of those allegations.
An investigation is underway in Glendale, Arizona as we speak this morning after 9 people were hurt in a shooting at a Cinco de Mayo event last night. Police there say it happened just before 8 o'clock at a steakhouse. They say multiple shooters were involved. Police detained several people for questioning, but no one's been arrested yet. Investigators are trying to figure out whether those people are suspects, victims, or just witnesses.
New this morning, Israeli officials say the government has approved a plan to capture the entire Gaza Strip and maintain a military presence for an indefinite period. New this morning, Israeli officials say the government has approved that plan to capture the Gaza Strip and maintain military presence for that indefinite period.
One of Pope Francis's Pope-mobiles is being transformed into a mobile healthcare unit for children and sent to the Gaza Strip. In one of his final wishes before his passing, Francis asked that the vehicle be used to help injured and malnourished children in the war-torn Palestinian enclave. Caritas are converting the vehicle into a mobile health station by retrofitting it with medical equipment for diagnosis, examination, and treatment of children and other life-saving supplies. World peace was a core message throughout Francis's pontificate, with him having called for ceasefires of both the Russia, Ukraine, and Israel-Hamas wars on multiple occasions, the final of which was on Easter Sunday, the day before his death. Taking a live look out at the Vatican right now, where the process to choose the next pope starts on Wednesday in just 2 days. Workers installed the chimney on the Sistine Chapel for the conclave. During the conclave, the cardinals are forbidden from speaking to anyone outside of the process. They'll go through rounds of voting until one candidate receives a 2/3 majority. The ballots are burned after every session. Black smoke from the chimney means no pope has been elected yet. White smoke signals the cardinals have elected the next pope. The last two conclaves lasted 2 days.